Have you ever felt like life's rules just don't apply to you? Like no matter how hard you try, pain and disappointment keep showing up at your door? Well, you're not alone, and the story of Eliphaz in the Bible dives straight into that tension. It's fascinating, really. Here's a man who speaks with wisdom, who believes in cause and effect, who insists that upright living brings blessings, and yet, his lessons collide with reality in ways you wouldn't expect. Stick around, because we're about to explore ancient truths that challenge what you think you know, reveal why suffering isn't always punishment, and show a perspective that could completely change how you approach life. Then, let's read the chapter together. Then Eliphaz the Temanite replied, "If someone ventures a word with you, will you be impatient? But who can keep from speaking? Think how you have instructed many, how you have strengthened feeble hands. Your words have supported those who stumbled, you have strengthened faltering knees. But now trouble comes to you, and you are discouraged, it strikes you, and you are dismayed. Should not your piety be your confidence and your blameless ways your hope? Consider now, who, being innocent, has ever perished? Where were the upright ever destroyed? As I have observed, those who plow evil and those who sow trouble reap it. At the breath of God they perish, at the blast of his anger they are no more. The lions may roar and growl, yet the teeth of the great lions are broken. The lion perishes for lack of prey, and the cubs of the lioness are scattered. A word was secretly brought to me, my ears caught a whisper of it. Amid disquieting dreams in the night, when deep sleep falls on people, fear and trembling seized me and made all my bones shake. A spirit glided past my face, and the hair on my body stood on end. It stopped, but I could not tell what it was. A form stood before my eyes, and I heard a hushed voice. Can a mortal be more righteous than God? Can even a strong man be more pure than his Maker? If God places no trust in his servants, if he charges his angels with error, how much more those who live in houses of clay, whose foundations are in the dust, who are crushed more readily than a moth. Between dawn and dusk they are broken to pieces, unnoticed, they perish forever. Are not the cords of their tent pulled up, so that they die without wisdom? Let's say a quick prayer to thank the Lord for his mercy. Hey God, thank you for the wisdom we've uncovered in this study. Thank you for showing us, through Job and Eliphaz, the depth of integrity, patience, and perspective. Please help us not just to understand these lessons but to live them every day. Guide our actions, open our hearts to see your truth in every challenge, and give us the courage to act with honesty, compassion, and discernment. Keep us mindful of your presence in the small decisions and the big moments. Amen. Now that you've explored Eliphaz's perspective, ask yourself, how often do we assume that hardship must mean we've done something wrong? Are we willing to pause, reflect, and consider the bigger picture before jumping to conclusions? Applying this wisdom could transform your life. Start by reading the Bible regularly, especially chapters like Job 04, to gain insight, and think critically about patterns in your own actions and their outcomes. Take small steps, mentoring someone, showing integrity in tiny decisions, or helping those in need, and notice how life responds. Here's the challenge. Will you let this knowledge guide your choices, or will you repeat old mistakes thinking life should always be predictable? Reflect on it, discuss it with others, and even journal your thoughts, because the deeper you engage, the more wisdom you internalize. Remember, exceptions like Job teach us humility, patience, and discernment, tools that are far more valuable than simple cause and effect thinking. If this message resonates with you, don't stop here. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and continue exploring these timeless lessons with us. Dive deeper, question boldly, and see how the insights from Job and Eliphaz can shift your perspective, strengthen your character, and empower your daily decisions. And, as always, don't forget to check the last video and learn more about the scriptures.